Hello everybody, how are you doing today? My name is ITG, and today we are going to continue with the Danganronpa 2 blind playthrough. Now of course, last time we discovered that Byakuya has been murdered. And now this time we will continue the investigation to try to figure out who murdered Byakuya. While we're still conducting the interviews, so let's try to interview Nagito next.
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, now that you mention it, but why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. Well, there's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout, I couldn't see a thing.
That's not it.
Although, if seeing wasn't possible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? Wait, her? Let me see. It could be, Mayoda, the ultimate musician. I mean, she could have heard something. So there's another person to interview, but she's not here. Oh well, let's go talk to the nurse. Yeah, I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. To do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? Oh, you're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I am terribly sorry about that. For showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. Do I really need to see that again? I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? Well, I got startled by the blackout, slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up. Yeah.
How embarrassing!
It's so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. I can't stand it. And really, we get a truth bullet based on that. Really. Oh my gosh. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
Hajime, a moment. What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. Hey Gimmick, how you doing? Yeah, just got started continuing the first investigation of Danganronpa 2. How are you doing today, Gimmick? And believe it or not, I did get another truth bullet. That's about the only thing you missed, and, well, it's a pretty embarrassing truth bullet, and I'll just leave it at that. And we both harbor special feelings toward Hope Akami. Isn't that right? Oh, yeah, but... Fine, if we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
I guess For now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. And not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. Oh, you gotta start next to Oi? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. You filled out Oi's report card in the first game. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's try and investigate. Oh, hello, Sonia. Never mind. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that? That kind of looks less like a wall and more like a door to me.
Perhaps...
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? Have you never seen one before? Great. Who said that line? I just want to know who said that line. Oh, sorry, that was Sonia who said the line. Fire door? You never seen one before? Oh, why am I getting the voices mixed up right now? Sorry to hear that, gimmick. It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spraying by containing it. If that happens, we can run away, right?
Wow!
I see. It is like a barrier. Just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed!
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Alright, well the fire doors are obviously important. Alright, so let's investigate the kitchen next. Chinese, Japanese, French, and Italian cuisine. Fish dishes, and a big piece of meat on the bone too. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked. Sayaka. Yeah, that's Sayaka. Yeah, the first real murder of the game.
Well,
That's a
guess
fish
that's
pit for
about it.
Tokyo Island. I'd never be able to get meat like this on Oyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Oyama or Azabu. I get it. You don't have to repeat yourself. It's so big. Where did you get it? I asked Nekumaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. His bare hands and not with the help of his hamsters? I consider Kyoko to be number one to me. And number two, I honestly want to say Sakura. And number three, I guess Oi. And that's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru is so wild. He's totally right at home in the country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Ayoma and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know.
Man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste. Since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate food were Kane and Piko, who took some portions for herself. Aren't you missing someone, Nagito? How about, Byakuya? After all, he ate the meat right off the skewers and confiscated the skewers. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them. Well, 3 if you count the dead body.
To tell you
Well,
the truth.
it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary ways mad. And we get a truth bullet based on that. Alright. Let's check out the equipment list. Byakuya must have confiscated all of the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Well, just by reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls while he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey.
Either that or Byakuya brought the knife, which is extremely unlikely at this point, considering it was most likely taped up. So who could have planted it beforehand? Well, I can only think of one suspect right now, and I don't want to believe it. I really don't. Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. All the equipment list has to be important, because there may be the case of the missing skewer or something that could be related. Alright, let's talk to Teru Teru. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Teru Teru? Oh, that blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No,
That's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity at work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see. I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Yeah, what about the portable stuff? Couldn't they be used to make light or something? Let me check the equipment list just to make sure. Yeah, portable stove. I guess it can create pretty much a small fire, which can be used to light up places. So that could be relevant somehow. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagito, let's get going.
You're right.
Yeah, sure thing. Alright, so we're done in the kitchen, we're done in the dining room. So let's see where to next. How about the storage room? Jeez. This storage room is really dusty. And dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. Well, I certainly see a suspicious thing right here. 3 plugged-in irons. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister? Okay, so we have another cause of the blackout, what it seems like. So I guess the irons combined with the AC could cause the blackout. Alright. So let's see, let's check out the stash boxes. There's an awful lot of boxes. But we don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone.
Yep.
A wise decision. Alright, then we have the tablecloth. Stacks of clean tablecloths. it looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. Oh, how about the laundry hamper? There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth. Wait, huh? Hold on. There's something on it. Oh my gosh, it's directly related to the murder. Oh my gosh. So I guess they could use this to shield themselves from the blood. Most likely. Is this a blood stain?
Huh?
A blood stain? Come here, take a closer look.
But
It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a blood stain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
well,
If that tablecloth is a blood stain art, that's a possibility. Seriously, it is a blood stain. A very large one, too.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime. How much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate the other places already. I get. You're right. Alright, we're done in here. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I should probably talk to her. After all, she, went at the red bit. Wait a minute. Now, I'm pretty sure he had that red marks on the clothing before. And besides, blood in this series is not red, it's purple or pink, whatever. Definitely not reddish color. So I don't think he had any blood stains.
I see, I see.
Apparently, a great man once said, investigations should be done on foot.
Yes!
So, that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey,
Hey, Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you serious?
Eh? How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. See, not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
hey,
And when the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Yeah, it's good to wonder, Gimmick, sometimes. Huh? La 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 la. I'll hardly eat it for breakfast.
I see.
Oh, you mean it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kinda heavy. A fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it!
Leave it to me. I'ma take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Stop it! What if she takes you seriously?
Aww.
Let's see, the first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... that's right, it was Mahiru.
It's a blackout!
Next was Kazuichi's voice, and then the next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black!
And I think Byakuya said the lion's next. Yeah, what a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this! Don't step
Okay, I was off a couple voices.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Yeah, I definitely recognize Byakuya's voice.
This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Oh, ladies, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey, Nagito, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell? What's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we investigate a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care.
Yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth? And praise me! Let me bite you! Ouch! Why are you really biting me? Oh, great. So now we have Ibuki's account. Alright, next. The toilet. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there.
Hey!
Hey, is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but... there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, that was Nagito, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Jeez, why do I keep messing up these voices? Alright, next we have the office.
Hajime.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? Might be related to the blackout. So, it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. Oh, look what I spy in the lower left corner! A Monokuma statue! Or hidden
I've been
Monokuma.
found!
Alright. I'm guessing that's the breaker up there. Who places a breaker that high up? That's a very, very inconvenient spot for a circuit breaker. Especially since there's no ladder up here. That must be this old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker's pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but... You're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. Woohoo! I did it!
Whoa!
Whoa! It's here!
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout. So I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way...
By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the beat breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker?
Hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reached the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled!
Liar.
It's true.
I'm serious. Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
So
Still, don't you
cool.
think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place. If he was the only one entering.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? if they didn't trip it or send it to be tripped. I think I probably explained a bit earlier. I think the irons and the AC unit were used to trip the breaker. Speaking of AC, there's also one in here. This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining room also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? No, it is not. Well, there's the other Duralumin case. This Duralumin case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Duralumin case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Yeah, you like Mondo more than Monokuma? Yeah, that's very sad for Monokuma. Hey, it's okay to take that key without permission.
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene. But if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. Click.
See?
See? It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. Okay, I hope that the top has a deeper lid than we thought, because how would the iron skewers fit in there from that angle? But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. So it's pretty much a red herring. Is this a desk the staff use for busy work? There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Alright, now it's time to talk to the witnesses.
Maybe...
Hey, isn't Pico the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean...
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Well...
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Echo's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Hey!
And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like, an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. Alright, so we have Kazuchi's account. Yeah, went straight to the office after the blackout, and didn't see anyone on the way there. So, that pretty much puts you in a difficult spot, Peko. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
The circuit breaker's in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right! You weren't in the office! But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the Duralumin case with all the weapons in it?
Huh?
So, where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... Echo suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but... Excuse me?
What the heck?
Excuse me? What was that?
Hey.
Echo? Echo? It appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so... I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Echo wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is. What does that mean?
Huh?
I mean, isn't it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something.
That's right!
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is?
Now then,
I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? We should get going now. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like you pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey.
So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out, just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger?
Hey.
You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with down others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know.
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one. Chosen by host Peak Academy.
Alright.
Alright, then let's get going. To Byakuya's cottage. Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. Yeah, nearly level 15 already. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
My guess is, they're searching for his, earring. Death Hound earring.
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
I see.
I see. Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet legs didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then, is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Oh, you're referring to a former wrestler. I just don't really watch wrestling that much, so I wouldn't know. Sorry, gimmick. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to see under the floor from there.
But...
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
well...
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from the outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. Oh, yeah. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right. Fuyuhiko. Yeah, that's only if there is a way to get under, the old house from outside. If there is no way to get under the floorboards from outside, then he's in the clear.
So...
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
well?
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. Huh? He did?
Huh?
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Huh?
Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone in a place like this?
Yep.
I'm staying guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
Huh.
Hey, how diligent of you.
Hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no. Even if you paid me, parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why I came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What, do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. And then he just left. So that happened. But Why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Oh, definitely. Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Well, she is the ultimate gamer after all. Oh, he's innocent if there is no secret passage from underneath the floorboard, and the only way inside the main building that we know of is the front door, which she has been guarding the entire time. And finally, I'm at level 15.
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's a relief. I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the possibility is greater than 0, that will suffice. I will most certainly claim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. Okay, then. Alright, well, I don't know if I really have to clean up the pen at this stage. I wanted to run, hit the wrong button, so let's head over to Byakuya's cottage, which is up here, conveniently next to mine. Huh? It's locked?
Hey.
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagito took a deep breath.
Hey!
Hey, Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Yay! Did you call me? Nagito, when did you trade Monokuma?
Hey.
Hey, Monokuma. I was wondering if you could do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my actor image. When I get serious, my actor image is unleashed.
What?
I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already.
Well...
And this is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial?
This is troubling.
If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
Loose! I'll leave the rest to you!
See, I unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
Jeez.
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. Then I guess we should go inside then.
You're right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Alright, so let's investigate the cottage. Alright, let's check to see if there's anything. Oh, hello! Hello, Hidden Monokuma.
No.
Alright, so let's see if there's anything suspicious here. This bed. Nothing about it really catches my eye. Okay, I don't think the window is suspicious, no, so the only thing is the envelope. There's an envelope on the table. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
And there's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
Hajime, you should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. I'm probably guessing that's the reason why Byakuya decided to just throw this little party out of left field. Because of this letter. Huh? Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is... Is this a crime warning? No. If it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe, hey, this is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight, because someone made this start to Byakuya, who gathered everyone in one area, and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. Okay, so I can now understand his overprotectiveness, then. Of course, someone did die tonight. Him. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So, he believed this crazy letter, but he couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst-case scenario. Hey, remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become a victim? He couldn't overlook that slim possibility. Just to keep his promise? Then why did he keep it a secret? If he had just told us... Nope. He probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would likely begin to doubt each other. At that point, there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself? Without telling anyone? Yep. His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying? Sorry. No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. Still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I could think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes, in that old building. Yeah, I wonder who wrote the letter. I just wonder who wrote that letter. Damn it, who the hell would do that? Jeez. So, where to next? Hey. Hajime, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me, you asked my hero for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right? Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see. I understand. Hey. Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now. Bye now. I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay, but now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I better hurry. And leveled up just by walking. What the hell was that loud voice just now? It must be Nekomaru.
Huh?
I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nekomaru Naidai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore.
Losing to who?
Oh!
I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self.
That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about?
Shit!
What?
I don't know who is behind it, but someone tried to make a sheep bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before this party was about to start.
Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started.
I've been trying to use it so many times, but the door just won't open at all.
Sheesh.
However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind.
He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout.
So what I mean
And
is...
the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted.
What he sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. So I'm guessing he was the one who was in the bathroom when we were trying to investigate. Yeah, but who was in the bathroom before? I think considering the situation here, I can honestly only think of one person who was in that bathroom the entire time. I mean, it makes the most sense. So, let's just go ahead and go in the dining hall. Alright.
Hey!
Hey, you're here! Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure.
Hey,
Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout, I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. So this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. Okay. Well, Chiaki is obviously guarding the entrance, so she's out. If Fuyuhiko can't get inside the building, or can't get underneath the building, then he's out. So, if the murder occurred on this floor of the dining room, then I see one suspicious person. I really do not want to believe it is that person. I really don't. I made this diagram from analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. Not unless he just happens to have access to those night vision goggles we found next to him. Huh? What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp? If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
hey,
So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all.
huh?
It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue that we may wait until the trial in order to actually uncover. Alright, so now let's get the autopsy report. If you'd like, I could tell you a little bit of what I wanted to say. Did you find out anything? I tried, within reason, to perform an autopsy of Byakuya's body.
Well,
And I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I thoroughly... Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. Talking about makes you feel sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Yeah, I don't think the knife is skinny enough, so it has to be another weapon. I think it possibly relates to that missing skewer. If that skewer was the murder weapon, then it's highly likely that that skewer was found underneath the floorboards. Like, underneath that table, so there has to be a way underneath that floorboard. Either from outside or inside somewhere that we just haven't found yet. Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an owl. Hey, so we have the autopsy results. Oh, and now it's time for the class trial to begin.
Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's right! It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it.
Was that a mountain with your face always there before you showed up to this island?
That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face? At the central island? Okay, so let's just try to find that rock somewhere. Let's see. Well, it's obviously close by to where the first island is. No, I always keep confusing the square for the circle, run for menu. Oh, look! Mount Monokuma. Obviously based off Mount Rushmore. How charming. Oh, charming indeed. Okay, doesn't look like I really have to clean the pen anymore. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
What the heck is that mountain? When did that get there?
Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? Based on Mount Rushmore, even.
No way.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still need his knowledge.
I still can't believe he's dead.
Byakuya. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
I know, they probably ran away.
No way!
Hell nah! There's no way I let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey now, if
Come
you keep
on
acting
now.
violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway?
You.
You. How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you
We've
understand?
been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to. Just to survive.
Wait!
A hero, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then,
Remember
let
all
us
this
begin.
well. A main character arrives when he intends to.
Oh, I see you found your earring. Huh?
Hey,
It seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Okay, so there apparently was a way underneath the floorboards. There has to be, if he found his Death Hound earring.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
Wait!
Please wait a second.
What's this?
My, mon ami. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. Hi. Do you actually want to join us?
You
Do you want to
masochistic
taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding
Oh well, I'm a
service!
big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance? So I'm guessing we have to find this secret entrance somewhere. Roar! Really? We have to climb up into that mouth. What the? Something's shaking.
This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down.
Oh, never mind. Just escalator. Out of nowhere, because escalator.
Something came out.
No way.
Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is troubling it here.
That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me, seriously. Just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid!
Complaining will get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward.
You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it.
If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game.
Hopefully, we're not starting off on a very high difficulty note in the first trial. Please be kind to us as I set the difficulty to kind, just like the first game. Not gentle, kind, the medium, middle-of-the-road difficulty. Shaken with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock,
This is an elevator? I see. This entire walk is an elevator.
As again, Monokuma's doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep.
You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. A nice change of scenery. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then, the elevator door slowly opened.
welcome!
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Are you?
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a chain-looking place like this?
Don't fuck
Are you
with me!
fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole.
Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written.
It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. just as Makuma ordered, we walk toward the seat we have been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya, the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us? I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Alright. I think I'm ready for the first trial. You ready for the first trial, Gimmick? So let's see. Let's check out the skills. Well, we don't have any skills yet. How do I get skills? Let me see the e-handbook. Oh, we can buy skills with the hope fragments? Okay. So let's see. Oh boy, oh boy. Hopefully we can preview the skills. Let's see. Slightly increases the influence gauge, focus, time limit, influence gauge recovery when correct answers are chosen, stays aim, reduces aiming speed, increases the aiming speed, decreases delay between firing the true bullets, increases the speed of memorizing a statement, focus gauge decreases at slower rate during concentration and fever time, influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time, increases damage to the opponent when statement is destroyed, increases the bullet capacity, allows you to lock on 2 statements at once, easier to shift move to your favor, sharpness increases by 2, sharpness increases by 5, increases max speed, increasing turning power, increasing jumping power, and I think that's it. So let me just check the skills I want. Let me see. I definitely want melodious voice. Let me see. Ambidextrous. That'll be good. I don't have much fragments left. Alright, I'll take Lost in Thought, and I think that'll be it for right now. I want to save some fragments for some of the later sections, the later skills. Alright, so, Lost in Thought, Melodious Voice, and Ambidextrous. Oh wow, that almost cost the entire skill points already. Hopefully I chose correctly, and yeah, as you can see, yeah, I'm keeping it kind. So, let the class trial begin.
All rise!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Seriously, why does Monumi have to be hanging from a rope?
Such a cruel rule!
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among
Yep,
you.
she is.
Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
Unlike Trial 5 from the first game, where it's purposely meant to either execute Kyoko or me, or mostly Kyoko.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate your own little sister?
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Easy, Akane, easy.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Which is?
The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my irritating rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the red hole, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, we know that Byakuya was definitely killed underneath the table. I don't think he was moved down there. The bloodstains under the table prove that.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body
Nope.
there. No, that's wrong.
Oh, that's good to hear, Gimmick. Hopefully you'll finish the first game so you can move on to the second one.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
And heck, even the there are even bloodstains on the insides of those tablecloths underneath the table. That's proof he was murdered directly underneath the table.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Better luck next time.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Oh boy.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
No, I don't think he was killed under the table. I know he was killed under the table.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Really? I really don't think Byakuya was the type to joke around.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, that's probably... I think he was still searching for dangerous weapons, so he must have immediately tried to confiscate the knife from underneath the table, most likely.
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon!"
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Yep.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
Yep.
Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
That's a possibility.
No, that's not possible.
Excuse me, Peko?
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
Alright, then show me your proof. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the R1 button, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. Now don't worry, really don't use the focus gauge much anyway. If you press the options menu button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, so let's see. It might have something to do with the night vision goggles, maybe. 5? There were 5 bullets until the last case of the first game. Why
I'm sure
did the
Byakuya
first
left
trial
under the table
in this game?
during the blackout.
And early on,
That
too.
sounds correct. If that's the case,
I should pay more attention.
during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
With the night vision goggles, no
But
doubt.
it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Actually, he could.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of
But
focus.
what the heck?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mahiro's sudden argument? I really was. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Yeah, really dislike the narrator more from this game than the first game, if you can tell. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. Okay, that's new. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out the weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of the remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Oh boy. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's gonna be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the triangle button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Oh boy. There is a lot going on for this mode. Huh? What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. Oh boy. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? I think it sounds like I really don't have to aim with a truth blade, possibly, maybe. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, so let me try get what this is saying. I have to try to attack the opponent's statements as often as possible, and when I see a weak point opportunity, I should strike with the correct truth blade. If I don't pretty much strike quickly, then I just pretty much lose the argument. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, the night vision goggles are probably hidden in the Duralumin case, most likely.
If you
Now
just
the
use
other
common
two
sense,
are
the killer
related.
obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Okay, now I'm getting it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planted if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too?
I really doubt it.
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Oh boy.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it. Oh yeah, because the duct tape has a similar paint on it to the knife.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that murder would occur because of the murder threat.
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
The hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
As if she would know the events from the fourth case of the first game.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
If that's so, then that's going way too far.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us? Who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I could believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles.
Oh, what is it?
If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table in his hands, well, obviously the glow-in-the-dark paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Probably because they were the ones who caused the blackout in the first place.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
And I know exactly who Hiyoko is going to blame.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
Or who's gonna get blamed.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers? I am not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
Nobody could, except for Monokuma, of course.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Pecco's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. Oh, blue now! If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with true bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking, just as Biggs Right has been doing for all of his cases. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with a weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, well that's an interesting gimmick. The agree spots. I think I have to go with Nekomaru's account, because I think I know where Neko was the entire time.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
No.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I do remember what Nekomaru's account was for that, right, gimmick? Yeah, no, I think she was actually in the bathroom the entire time.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Jeez.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
God, there's a lot more toilet humor in this game than the previous game.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Please.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Stop it, Teru. Stop being such a nosy little pervert.
Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is, Is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Well, if Neko was poisoned, I think someone else should have been poisoned. That's why I think so, because those two were the only ones that ate the dishes.
Did you eat
besides
anything
Byakuya,
weird?
and he was not poisoned.
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Nope.
No, that's wrong!
Because if there were laxatives, Akane would have been food poisoned as well, and she ate way more than Neko.
It's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Well, really most of it.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
There's this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much further discussing the stomachache issue.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy
Jeez, I really do not like her attitude. Yeah, Byakuya ate some before, and as proof, right inside the Monokuma file, no chemicals such as poison were detected. I don't know if it'll mention laxatives or something, but I think it'll probably mention laxatives if they were inside down there. And Byakuya definitely was active at the time of the blackout, just not rushing over to the bathroom. So, yeah, the party food was not contaminated in any possible way. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. And I think I might have a good idea. We either present the irons or, well, the AC. And since the irons are already there, not the AC, yeah, I know what I'm going to present. The question is which statement.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Definitely not.
Maybe they used a remote control?
No remote control was found.
They probably messed with the breaker.
How?
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Don't know about
or maybe
that.
They caused a power surge?
Actually, yes.
I agree with that.
Power surge.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
What? What now?
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Why? Alright, remote showdown. Well, the irons were not the only ones to cause the blackout. That I can prove.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
Oh, cross swords! Come on! Yes!
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the... If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron! Now do you intend to take back what you said?
It's true the irons were responsible for the blackout, but that shouldn't be the only reason.
But the people in the dining hall weren't... If the irons...
Wrong button, wrong button.
Caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words! The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
After all, the AC was turned on at 11:30, about the same time Byakuya was killed. That's not a coincidence.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
I'm just surprised that was not a meme. You know, the air conditioners.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Indubitably? They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
I'm gonna talk about air conditioner being a meme, but yeah, Ham's, I'm guessing that's just her nickname to describe Byakuya. Yeah, but still, Pekka had an alibi because she was on the toilet the entire time.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
That would be a good thing.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
Not really, since nobody except Monokuma can reach the breaker.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Anybody else got a bad feeling about this? And it's not because of the sun changing the music either. How many times did Monokuma die? How many times did Monokuma die in Trigger Happy Havoc? Well, I think there were probably 2 copies. I think that's about it. That I can recall, at least. Yeah, I think one in the prologue, or at least early chapter 1, when Mondo attacked him, and it pretty much exploded. And the second one was, well, right before Case 5. And the others were just basically tearing them apart.
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Yeah, who?
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
Yeah, if that was the case, then there's obviously one suspect that comes to mind, and I really do not want to accuse that person. I really don't.
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Yeah, I think he definitely was, but he probably would have been cooking inside, well, the dining hall, or I can't even access the map right now, but he was probably cooking outside of the old building. I mean, after all, I spent time with him just this morning outside on the farm. So I don't think he was actually inside the building the entire time, but that is a possibility. But I think only one person had access to the dining room the entire time.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends. I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy! Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong, I think.
What?
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person, I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
Alright, let me just refresh my memory with the truth bullets a little bit. What was that clue? I have no idea so far.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
Oh, but how did they get underneath the table?
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to attain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, I have no idea why yet, Gimmick. I have a feeling it's going to come up at some point, because why else would it be a truth bullet, unless it's another fake truth bullet for whatever reason, and that's just good for laughs. They need to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
Yeah.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Yep, I really don't want to accuse that person. just as I thought. This diagram is a clue. Who the killer is, and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. I think that would obviously be the desk lamp, or at least the cord of the desk lamp.
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
And I seriously don't want to believe it, but I really have no choice.
Who?
The only person here who could have possibly done it. I really do not want to do this, but it could only have been you, Nagito Komarida.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Yeah, because he was the only one on cleaning duty that day. Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was, well, when he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Yeah, he was the one who suggested it. And to be honest, I already prepared the drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble preparing this, just what do you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
Now, I'd probably say he was just lucky, that's all.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Uh-oh, I think he's gonna have a breakdown. Jeez! What the heck is that hurts off of his eyes?
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful!
How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Oh my gosh! Those eyes! At that moment, Nagito's eyes! The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been cruelly mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
My gosh.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
It's not just you, Ikubi.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with the twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope.
Dreams?
Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Jeez.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Oh, he obviously hasn't seen the events of the first game.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think, somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then, how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Oh, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
And he could also, make Pekka a scapegoat. Pretty much. By probably saying that she was the one who caused the blackout.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
The same way he got conveniently picked to enroll in Hope's Peak Academy.
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent? I believe his talent is really the unlucky student. We're playing Monokuma's joke from the first game on us. It's the ultimate lucky student.
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with the red mark? Haha. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Yeah, he had a 1 out of 16 chance of drawing the one with the red mark. So that was lucky indeed.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
Yes, he was Gimmick, and both Nagito and Makoto share the same voice actor, so... yeah, don't make comparisons between Nagito and Makoto.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please! Monokuma! Please, wait!
What?
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
I just couldn't help but just notice that strangeness too.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Stop talking, Hyoko. She's onto something here.
I'm sorry. For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Thank you, Sonia.
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. Oh, you clearly haven't seen much of Case 4 in the first game, Gimmick. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise will appear at all. In that case, all it means is this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. Excuse me? That will be explained later. Oh, boy. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. I want to shoot some white noise, game. Come on. Obviously, I think she has something to say about the autopsy results.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Nope, that knife
that's
is not the murder weapon because of the autopsy results. 5mm is far too short for the knife.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5mm in diameter. 5mm in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
I think it's pretty much the same millimeters in diameter as, let's say, a missing iron skewer, for instance.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off. What happened during the blackout? If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Oh boy.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
All of ours, of course.
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond your sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Some way to find out what happened in the dark. Okay. What happened in the dark? Oh, that's right. We couldn't see anything, but what about someone actually heard what happened during the blackout?
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
Yeah, they must have confronted.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Okay, I think by what it's saying, he obviously saw Nagito, and then immediately like, what the hell? This is a knife.
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So, Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he can even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened. And at this point, I'm gonna have to stop the stream for today. So, before I leave the stream, anything you want to say, Gimmick? That's okay, Gimmick. Like anything you want to say before I stop the stream? And see you later. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good day/night. Until the next stream, fare thee well. Good night, everybody.